What is up, everybody? Jaco here today, and today I want to talk about something specific. A gentleman, a famous actor, dancer slash, he worked on Ellen DeGeneres, has passed away due to a self-inflicted gunshot wound in a hotel, and committed suicide and ended his life. So I just want to say rest in peace. But I want to talk about depression because it's something that I have been through in my life and what I endured, and how there's ways to get over it, and there's some, because my sister also has depression, but her depression is a little bit different. Like, her depression, she doesn't understand it. She doesn't understand why she gets it. So she's on antidepressants. I never been on them. I never tried them. I never wanted to be on them. But for the situation that happened with this gentleman, like, I don't know him at all, and I've never watched him or seen him in my life ever, but it's very tragic, and it makes it more tragic because this gentleman left 3 beautiful kids behind and a loving wife. Now, everybody's like, so he posted something on TikTok 2 days ago, him dancing, smiling, everything, and people always see what they want to see and not see what's behind the curtains, because some people don't allow us to see what's behind the curtains. So that being said, maybe his relationship wasn't what it was, and something. So what I'm trying to say is, like, not trying to be judgy or disrespectful in any way, but sometimes people don't just commit suicide because they are depressed, right? Let's just hypothetically speak, and I'm not trying to disrespect this gentleman in any way. I could be completely wrong. This is just all out of the loom, like off the top of my head. Hypothetically, he was closeted and he was with a guy, and his wife found out, and his wife's threatening to take the kids away from him. And he's like, listen, you do that, I'm gonna kill myself, and ends up killing himself, right? Or what if he slept around with another woman and his wife caught him and threatened to take the kids? So I think there's things that can drive men to commit suicide that is not just depression. So when you see this guy 2 days ago and he's happy, he's smiling, everything's copacetic, all good, everything looks great, like I said, he might not be depressed. And now I know a lot of people are talking about Linkin Park and the lead singer from that, and they didn't expect that. So I just want people to know that there's always a story to be told, and it's not our job to figure out that story. I mean, again, we should let him rest in peace and show our respects. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, just because somebody commits suicide, it doesn't automatically mean they're depressed. A depressed person also usually doesn't speak about their depression unless they feel somebody can help them. And it seems like that this guy's wife was a very good partner from their videos. He had his children. So personally, when I struggled with depression and thought about committing suicide and giving up on my life, that was before my daughter entered my life, right? Since my daughter entered my life, who's now 1 year old, I don't have 2 children, I don't have 3 children, I have 1 daughter and stepkids. But that being said, I would never ever give up my life and let my daughter live hers without me in it. Now, there's times that I was with my fiance and I was thinking about going my separate ways and seeing other people and stuff like that, and even split up, verbally for a little bit. But the thought of seeing my daughter with another man or another guy trying to be her father or stepfather or whatever role that he would take on literally killed me inside. So that's very hard. But at the end of the day, even though I did struggle with depression and suicide thoughts, that doesn't mean I'm going to give up on my life, because I'm not just giving up my life, I'm giving up my life to my daughter, and then she will not have her real father in her life, which would be catastrophic and make me look like a bad person. So I'm not saying that this guy's a bad person, but at the same time, we need to be more sympathetic to the family and the children versus the gentleman. I'm sure he was a great guy. I'm sure he was an amazing man. But at the same time, you left 3 precious angels behind. And to me, in my opinion, that's not acceptable. Now, if you find that acceptable, Again, that's your opinion, and I respect that, and I understand that, but I don't agree with that, and I don't think that's right. Sorry. I'm getting out of this sickness. My nose is clogging up. It's making my voice change, so I'm trying to do my best. I'm actually going to the doctor today, but not for that, for my chest pains. But so let me talk a little bit about depression, because a lot of people have it. And if you do have depression and you need help anyway, there is hotlines out there. There is people that will listen to you and talk to you and help you. Do not give up. There is somebody out there, tens of thousands, millions out there, people that have it worse than you, right? So don't think that you have it bad. Like, literally, I suffer every single day with feet and back problems that stops me from being the best that I can be, that stops me from being athletic, that stops me from doing cardio and keeping my weight down. And it sucks, and it's very sad, and it's depressing, but I don't give up. I don't even give up working out. I just keep my head up and try to persevere as best as I can, and realize that somebody out there has it a lot worse than me. Somebody does, right? So we have to live our lives to the fullest. And when I struggle with depression, you know, all my life, all I wanted was a family and beautiful children and a good life. And it's what I have. And now, are some days bad? Like you see me and you be like, oh, Jake, you look so happy, or oh, Jake, you look so sad. Like, but it only takes 1 second for somebody to be like, hey, you know, how's your day going? I'd love to hear about your day. Let me listen to it. Because that's somebody I like to talk to, because they're actually considering listening to me and hearing me out and giving me an honest opinion on how they feel about what I say. So some people that are depressed, they just want to be heard, right? And if you can talk to them and kind of like talk them off a ledge, not literally but figuratively, then that's good. You're helping a person. Like, it sucks that, like, I don't know about suicide therapy, but I know therapy is very expensive. And for people who are depressed or suicidal, I don't think therapy should cost money. I don't think that's fair, because literally you're saving somebody's life. Just like if you need like surgery or something and you can't afford it, that, you know, you can still get the surgery done. Something. Bro, look, where are you gonna go? There's nowhere to go. My God. This lady's honking at me like there's nowhere to go. Look. Do you see? There's nowhere to go. Oh my God, man. I swear, these Texas drivers. So, like, this lady, like, these cars aren't going in front of her. She just, like, slams her gas. Congratulations, you're gonna get to a red light. There you go. You can stay behind this car now. Enjoy yourself. People are so miserable. I can't see now. This is what I do. You got 2 turns going into the same thing in the same place. Now I can't go. Oy, 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 oy. Gotta love these 1-lane streets each way, and no stop signs and turns in the same place. Definitely love it. Alrighty, let me go back to my video. A lot of traffic, I guess, at 12:22. So I got over depression. There's times where I think negative, but it's not. There's not suicide driven, and now that doesn't mean it can't be depression. But if you can't overthink your negative thoughts, then that's depression. If you like just constantly wake up thinking that the day's gonna be crap and nothing's gonna work out for you, blah 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 this blah that, that's depression. So if you guys need help, like I said, please consider talking to somebody. Giving up on your life is awful. Like, it's I can sympathize, because I literally thought about ways to commit suicide, whether it be, you know, overdosing, hanging myself, all these things, and I was like, is this really worth it? And I talked myself off the ledge. I didn't have anybody that said, you know, this isn't worth it, don't do it, blah 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 blah. I talked myself off the ledge because this was before my daughter was born. It's just not worth it. It's like we only get one life, and our life is very short. I know, like, all these years and everything, it sounds great, but it's not long enough, man. It's not long enough, I promise you. So keep your heads up, guys. Like I said, a lot of people have such worse lives than us, and you gotta keep the heads up. And I'm at the gym now. I'm gonna go to the doctor right afterwards. Trying to get rid of the sickness as best as I can. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. If you have, like, if I had 3 kids and I had a wife and something went wrong, there's always ways to correct things. There's always ways to fix things. It's just like, you, like, hypothetically, like, you know, I cheated on my fiance, right? Hypothetically speaking. And then she says, listen, you're never going to see your daughter again, right? I have 50-50 legal custody of my daughter and will go to court and fight for her 100%. I don't have to give up my life because I feel like, you know, I'll never be able to see my daughter again, because that's an open threat. It's not, cheating is not illegal. Is it wrong? Yes, it's very wrong, but it's not illegal. And doing that doesn't submit a warrant for you not to see your daughter. Like, it doesn't work that way. So whatever it is, and like, there's a lot of people, and I talked about this on YouTube, and people think I'm talking about myself. There's a lot of people who are bisexual or want to explore on the other end and are afraid to talk to their significant other or feel judged or not loved or not cared for, so they go out and do something and then regret it, or they live a life of a lie. Example, Bruce Jenner. So don't live your life like that. If you're unhappy in your life and you want to be with the same sex that you are, you need to talk to your significant other and tell them that, and not just sit there and be unhappy your entire life. Live the life that you want to live. Don't live the life that other people want you to live. I'm sorry if people don't accept you. If they don't accept you, then they don't belong in your life. You should be accepted. So I'm Jake. Take care, guys. God bless.